Let's just say if you have any possession of the Mary Jane in Texas, you might get a life sentence. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure y'all subscribe.
THC products. Tomorrow's the deadline when new restrictions will force businesses to remove some of the items from their store shelves, leaving customers perhaps with some questions about what remains legal. Fox 4's Casey Stiegel live now with the changes that go into effect at midnight. Casey.
Hey, Heather, the dividing line is not simply whether a product can get someone high. It rests on which form of THC it contains and how that compound was created. Texas Supreme Court ruling cleared the way for the state to enforce its ban on Delta 8, Delta 10, and several related THC products. The ruling, which takes effect Friday, ends a years-long legal block that has kept Texas from fully enforcing rules it adopted in 2021.
It's going to be 50 up to 70% of what their product offerings are no longer compliant.
Sarah Wood is with the Texas Cannabis Policy Center, which opposes the new restrictions. She says licensed sellers already comply with strict testing and labeling requirements and warns the new change could drive customers toward unregulated products.
These policies make our citizens less safe and free. Recriminalizing cannabis empowers the illicit market and puts regulated and companies out of business.
The legal distinction centers on how the THC is produced. Delta 8 and 10 exist naturally in hemp, only in very small amounts. So manufacturers commonly convert other hemp compounds to create stronger doses. Delta 9 is treated differently because state and federal law specifically allow it in a naturally occurring form, provided it doesn't.
Man, forget all that, man. Texas, y'all crazy, man. Let me explain. Let me just show y'all this before we carry on. The possession of the newly banned synthetic cannabinoids is treated under penalty group 2 of the Texas Health and Safety Code. Now, look, it says less than 1 gram state jail felony, punishable with 108 days or to 2 years in jail and a fine of $10,000 up to 1 to 4 grams, third-degree felony, carrying to 2 to 10 years. Damn. 4 to 400 grams, second-degree felony, carrying 2 to 20 years in prison. Texas, what have you done? Y'all not playing games at all now. This is crazy. Now, when I say this, 1 gram, a 0.5. A 0.5 will land you up to 22 years in jail. It is punishable by 180 to 2 years, nigga. What? 180 days in jail for a 0.5 of a gram of marijuana? And this can be not even real marijuana, by the way. I want y'all to understand the difference. The Delta 9 cannabis, this is like shit that's like hemp. It's like hemp plants. This not even like the legal shit they be having out here in the state of Illinois. Like the shit that actually hits. So imagine you go to jail for 180 days for some shit that don't even hit. Oh, fuck. Y'all screwed, shorty. And a fine up to $10,000. Woo. 1 gram, which is a 0.1. 1 gram. To 4 grams. An AFER. The AFERoni, I call it. The K5. We call it KDs out here. And you got the 3rd-degree felony carrying up to 2 to 10 years in prison. Whoa, y'all must got space over there in Texas in jail. You know what's happening? They said, nah, not enough people. We need people in the system. You know how much money it takes to put somebody in jail? It takes about $70,000 to support an individual that's in jail. So we're about to take and put somebody in jail from 1 to 4 grams. And he has to go to jail from 2 to 10 years. So a KD, a 3.5 gram, can land somebody in jail from 2 to 5 years. 2 years minimum to 10 years. So I got to pay him $70,000 a year, $140,000 for his 2-year minimum sentence for what? $30, $40 worth of weed? Whoa, bro. I don't know. y'all kind of tweaking, and it don't even have to be real weed. It can be a Delta 9. You get what I'm saying? No, not Delta 9, Delta 10, Delta 8, Delta 6. Whoa. THCA. That's the real shit. But I'm like, whoa, what is going on? And don't do not have more than that. Don't have 4 grams or up. Do not have 4 grams or up. We talking about 4 grams to 400 grams. Now I know that's a big range, but 4 grams you can have a half. You can have a 14. You can have 7 grams. We call it a 7 out here. You can have a half of 14. You can have a whole 28. And a nigga, you're finna get hit with up to 2 years minimum to 20 years in prison. What? Never. Y'all just could have this a few days ago. What is going on? No, Texas, man. This is wrong. This is wrong in every aspect of the word. And I'm not even a smoker. Now, I used to. That's how I know everything. But I'm not even a smoker. And this is crazy. Like, how could you do this? You know what this is going to do? You know, some people are addicted to weed. Weed is not addictive, but people like it. So it's like, you know, people have addictive characteristics. But weed itself is not addictive, right? And the problem is with this is that people will still they stressing on life. You gotta be a human when you're in law and you're making these type of rules. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand in the brain of an individual that might go through basic life circumstances. Baby mama yelling in his head. You know what I'm saying? Just basic stuff. Police just pulled him over, gave him a ticket. He's stressing, his bills low. He might just want to hit the blunt. Whoop. You hear me? Go about his day. He in the car, baby mama yelling at his face. He run in the car, hit the blunt. Whoop. Police pull up. How many grams is that, sir? Man, it's just 1 gram, sir. Did you know that's up to 2 to 10 years in prison? Oh, not only not only is your bills low now, and your baby mama yelling at your face, and you stressing, nigga, we finna get you 10 years. Yeah. Yes. That's the realization of this situation, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm not a smoker, but I do not agree with this certain. You can't do that, bro. You got to be fair with people because this is the whole state of Texas now we talking about. The whole state of Texas. This is going to be repealed. It has to be. It's just, and I don't know if they used to be this way. I know this is a Republican state and shit, but I don't know if they used to be this way, but that's kind of like outlandish, right? That's ludicrous. There's no way that this could stand up in court, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's not fair. That's all I'm saying. It's not fair to those people that are sitting here and they want to do better for themselves. Wow. They trying to put y'all under the jail, man. Like, I don't know. It's not even worth it at that point. You better quit right now. You might not see your kids. You get caught with a half. Bro, it says less than 1 gram. Less than 1 gram. Nigga, if they find a little nug that you didn't clear out of, say you find there's a piece in your carpet you forgot to move, and it's just 0.0 or 0.1 of a gram, G, which is damn near not even pick upable. You can't even pick it up, pretty much. They be like, sir, that looks like 180 days in jail. Ooh. And after a gram, bro, we looking at prison time. No. As the police officer, I wouldn't even enforce. I couldn't enforce. This isn't right. As a police officer, I couldn't even enforce this, man. I wouldn't feel good at all to enforce something like that. It's just not fair, you know. This is horrible, ladies and gentlemen. So I want y'all, if y'all represent this stuff, if you're and this really is just going to affect the people that were already smoking, like our state. In the state of Illinois, that's the one thing I will say about J.B. Priester is that he did legalize. That's how he got. I'm be honest. That's how he got in office. He legalized marijuana as soon as he got in office, but he taxed it heavily, and that's all they can do. Now, maybe because most pro-gun states are states that don't like marijuana use, right? So you have like Indiana. You can't have weed in Indiana, but I don't think you're getting sentenced to like prison time for half a gram, G. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, most red states that love guns don't like marijuana. Maybe because the Supreme Court has said that basically this federally, you cannot get charged with marijuana possession when you use marijuana and own a gun. Some law enforcement, some politicians don't like that, so they'll be like, "Well, that's what the Fed said." But statewide, I can make my own rules, and I don't like that because it's like, damn, bro, like we live in let people live their life. Like it's already stressful enough. It's already stressful enough. We got all these rules, all these taxes, all this responsibility. Let somebody just smoke their weed, bro. Like that's their lungs, that's their life. Like why are we patrolling people's lifestyles? And that's what I don't agree with. If the man want to drink himself to death, let him drink himself. If he want to smoke himself to death, let him smoke himself. Just make sure he's not doing it while driving, and harming other people. If the guy want to harm his own life, let him do his own thing, bro. Because look, at this point now, it's probably going to push people out of the state of Texas, which is going to inevitably ruin your revenue, and then they're probably going to change it back. But the type of people that probably want weed are the type of people they don't want in there anyway. Let's just say that. So maybe that's just an attempt to be like, well, this is to keep the riffraff and make sure we're not a swing state at all. You know what I mean? Out of the area. So we're going to jail these type of people. Or it can just turn up the heat. That's all. So it's either going to do the cause effect, push out the liberals out of the state, or it's going to increase the liberals in the state to vote against the Republicans. Because, people will show out for that. Definitely when it's about to become a midterm. It's going to be a lot of politicians being replaced this time, in a lot of states. So also in the Senate and the House, it's just a sticky situation, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually despicable, may I add. Very despicable. I don't agree with this whatsoever. We're going to see what happens in the future, though. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. If you're in Texas, man, you might be screwed, man. We talking about if you have anything over 4 grams, you're looking at 2 to 20. Whoo, 2 to 20 just for being a consumer. All right, man. I'm out. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Peace.